Hello, I thought I'd show you a little bit what I've been doing in the caravans, because I've now been doing 5 or 6. I've kind of lost count. And I thought some of you might be interested in seeing how I do it and what I do. So as you can see, it's a mess. I have stripped this particular caravan down to its bare bones because the structure was in such bad state. So I'm just going to show you a little bit, and you can see. So really, let me just start with some tools. So we have. Let me hold on. Pause a second. My essentials: multi-tool. Massively useful for getting into nooks and crannies and just being able to chop nails and things. So this up here, as I'm sure you can see, you'll see the telltale sign of the drill with the metal cutting disc. The multi-tool is a fantastic thing, but it doesn't go very far, so it's particularly good for little holes, or for example, if I need to go down through behind that piece, then I'd use the tool. Obviously a drill, changing ends, you know, the stuff, normal stuff. Okay, so let me just, where do I start? Well, yeah, let's just, so you can see it's all gone. And this is the state of the wood. It's just literally just crumbling. So I've removed just everything. I've even gone down to the floor level. I've cut where this part was completely rotten. On this piece there, because this holds the bottom of the skin, of the outer skin, because this piece isn't too bad, it's a little bit flaky there. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to use a product that hardens rotten wood. So it won't harden, you know, wood that's just turned to dust, of course, but where the wood is still together and isn't completely rotten, it will harden it, and it means I don't have to change it, because trying to change this, as you can see here, I have to get into this metal frame. I've got to remove this rivet. It's a real pain, and it's really hard to do. So there, I've had to chop it. I'm not sure if you can see. I've had to chop it there because that was just too rotten here. But everywhere else, what my experience so far has told me, that if you can keep it, keep it. So it may not be totally salubrious. It may be a little bit worse for wear, but this is still relatively healthy. And as long as I make sure that the skin on the top up there is all tight, and I've waterproofed the outside properly, then this shouldn't get any more damaged. And it's providing the solidity of the roof, so it's quite key. I'm hoping it's not too bad, and I'm hoping it, when we come to this bit, it still is quite strong. But as you can see, and this is what you're looking at. You're looking at signs like that. You know this is going to be completely rotten behind. Lo and behold, just pull it. Look at that. Yeah. So there, that stuff you just rip off. You just have to rip this out. Yeah, there's no way around it. Because this whole panel the whole of the panel is going to be rotten. All of it needs to be replaced. And so in order to get to the door frame, as you can see this, I've had to remove this part. I've had to remove the cupboard that was up there and just remove all of it. Here, I'm probably going to cut about there. This you can tell, you know, it's rotten. So, but about here looks all right. To try and keep some of the integrity of the place. And this is what I mean. I mean, I'm not going to be able to save this piece. So I'm going to have to go with my multi-tool underneath and cut where, as you can see, these bits are coming through from the outside. I just need to chop them. Need to chop that off. I need to chop all this off. This, everything, all that's going. In this will go. This will go. The whole kitchen stuff that will go. The carpet is going to go. I'm going to keep as much of the flooring as possible because that's relatively sound. It seems that on this caravan, unlike a lot of the other ones, the damage to the wood has happened as a result of weakness in the ceiling, on the outer skin, on the aluminium skin outside, where the seals have perished and water's gone in. Because we know that because you can see from that, and every corner at the top. So in this caravan, what's been unusual is to find that it's the roof that has provided the weakness in the caravan. Normally, what I have found so far, particularly in old caravans, is it's usually down the bottom, down in the wheel, the arches, the corners. I mean, also the wheel arches, but I haven't dug that out yet. And usually, I have found that the ceilings are fine. The roof trusses are fine unless they've been punctured from the outside. But here, it seems that the damage comes from the top down, which I haven't encountered that too much so far. In fact, at all. And yeah, it's a bit crazy. I mean, you can see here, the inside is healthy. That's healthy. But here, there's a join. And so the wood has suffered. So there. That's kind of where I'm at. So there we are. I might just, we'll see how we get on next.